Zoof. Hey, we're doing Chanter Rant.
Are we?
Yes, we are. So we're going to have probably Callum do our little bit of intro. We have all six people that won't listen to the show are in there right now, so we're good to go.
So what am I playing?
Something dope.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't have any real requests, but what's the most recent?
Turn Scott's Wahey into a hornpipe. Go.
I'm just on the fly. Let's see what happens.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, when you're a genius, you can do shit like that. I guess.
Fucking bastard.
Can you believe he's not getting laid right now?
Oh, we believe it.
If you were in the U.S., you'd be crushing it. But we'll get to that.
That's the topic of the week is going to be Callum crushing puss. All right.
Callum
Let's get this show going. Callum, play us in with whatever you would like, my friend. And it's an odd open, buddy. I'm telling you in advance.
Tell me when to go.
Go.
Oh.
Man, Fusco, that was really hard for me to play along with Callum on that one because we definitely were both playing.
It was so perfect. I could only hear one.
It was so
channel.
perfect that it sounded like only one person. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Chanter Rant Podcast. With me, as always, is my bearded co-host, Mr. Andy Fuco.
That's me.
And if you didn't know, I am here to let you know that this is an explicit podcast. Even though we are live and free in March, we're still going to get canceled. So you have 5 seconds to listen to something else. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Callum, say fuck. There you go.
He's like, what
do we do? Listeners can review the show on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. You can send us emails and voicemails to be played on air. You can like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or if you're Australian, Snapchat. Check out the Chanter Rant store at chanterrant.com and this episode of the Chanter Rant Podcast. Brought to you by our patrons, those lovely folks who sign up at patreon.com/chanterrant to help us literally keep the fucking lights on at this show. Last but not least, invite and share with your friends. Fuco, odd open.
Hey, Josh.
Yes, Fusco.
You know what really sticks a Jameson bottle in my pooper?
What is that?
When you're in America and you don't get St. Patrick's Day off like the rest of the world, and because everything's open and COVID apparently isn't a thing, so you get exposed numerous times.
Violently exposed.
Violently exposed in Las Vegas to COVID, and still have to do a show on Saturday.
But hey, look at the bright side. We finally got to have our own super spreader because, like
I can't wait
everyone else in the United States got one. Now we got one too.
I can't wait to hear the reports. Nevada breaks out.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's going to be freaking wild. But before we do that and get into our random things we have to get through before we talk about the main topic of getting Callum laid, would you like to introduce our illustrious guest, Fusco?
Yeah, all the way from somewhere in the UK. He's not allowed to say because
undisclosed location.
Yeah, he's in an undisclosed location. He's in a bunker somewhere because the amount of pussy being thrown at him would be insane. He wouldn't be able to handle it. Recently single.
He's in a bunker with sponges for walls.
Recently single. The Callum Beaumont. The Callum Beaumont, right? So Callum, how you been, man?
Good, doing well. Good to be back on again.
We see
you both.
Yeah, you're doing the tour. You know, it's almost like the piping world is like real like
it's like normal like Sunday shows.
Yeah, because like the person doing the new thing, whatever the thing is, it hits all the shows.
Well, I was wondering why he said yes so quickly. to coming on the show, and then it's like thebagpipecoach.com. I was like, oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, right. He's got something to plug.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
yeah,
cool.
it's gonna be. But guess what? Unlike your appearance on the Big Rap Show, this is not gonna be a 1 hour ad. So you got like 2 minutes. What's the Bagpipe Coach?
Yeah, what's the name of the website? That's all you get. Otherwise,
You've done it for me. Perfect.
yeah, no, that's Callum's got something new. Go check it out if you want to. Otherwise, we're gonna get to know the man, the myth, the legend, and especially, hopefully, more about his penis. But we'll get, that's coming.
I hear it crooks just slightly to the right.
Who told you that?
I cannot say. Let's just say, while him and Hoyneke had 2 rooms, I saw them both coming out of one.
Oh boy, we're gonna revisit those days when Callum was in Las Vegas, and lots of interesting things happened.
But yeah, real quick, getting through news and updates. Free March continues. Welcome to all of you who are watching this stream or watching it later on YouTube. This is what the patrons get all the time. So, consider signing up. Patreon.com/Chanter Rant. Boop. Speaking of a Patreon ad, we got to welcome a new member, Sally.
Yeah, from last week. Yeah. Exactly.
So we have a new patron, Sally.
Thanks,
Shout
Sally.
out. Good job. Discord, sign up. Chanterrant.com/Discord. The Discord server is super fun and really stupid.
Yeah, I enjoy it, and we play games. If you're
We
into
do.
games,
Yeah. If you're into like video games, that's a great spot to play with other people. And we've started my new favorite feature, which came to me in a fever dream as I was recovering from the COVID I got on Wednesday. No, I'm just But the news features, we have the ultimate bagpiping playlist thread.
Ooh, okay.
So one of the things that I consider to be an issue is the YouTube algorithm when it comes to finding like great piping shit is crap.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it'll just recommend the things that are most viewed, and they're usually not good.
Right. It's usually that goddamn guy in a unicycle or
Yeah. So we're in the efforts of, and I'm going to start saving these into a playlist you can view on the Chanter Rant YouTube channel. But we're in the process of creating, like, people are submitting like, hey, here's just dope ass recordings that don't get enough airtime.
That's brilliant. We actually do that in the dojo as well.
Yeah.
We have our blog where we do that.
So
too.
I think check out the Discord if you're into it. It's another app.
Can I make a request?
Of course.
Callum, would you please, for the love of God, get flaming bagpipes so people can
appreciate how good he is.
actually good playing? And
How about this? How about I just
stupid
take
shit that-
I'll just take his solo from Celtic Thanksgiving and I'll just edit in little flames.
there you go. Perfect.
So it'll sound like good bagpiping, but it'll look like shit because there's flames on it.
That'd be perfect. Or put him on a unicycle somehow. Like, can you edit him on a unicycle?
We need to come up with something where it's like the like the dog that's in the house on fire meme, and it's like this is fine, everything is fine. Like that's the bagpiper, like, the bagpiper with flaming bagpipes in their house that's on fire. It's like this will get views.
It's fine.
Callum, what do you think about the whole flaming bagpipe thing?
Or any of that.
Interesting. Yeah. That looks good, but to the non-piper, I guess. I'm into it. Sign me up.
I didn't realize that interesting was Gaelic for shit. that's a new translation that I hadn't heard before.
Just trying to ease my way in here, boys. Don't want to start too harsh, you know.
That's fair. You've been to the. Oh, you probably haven't been to the doctor in a while. Neither have I, because we don't have health insurance.
I can't afford health insurance.
But
yeah, of course.
you know that sign on the wall when they ask you like, "What's your pain level?" Faces?
Yeah, we had to learn that for EMT school.
Right.
We learned a pain scale.
We got to do the pain scale of bagpiping with Callum's face doing the various.
Did we talk about this last time?
I don't know. Did we?
I think it was a 1 to 10.
No. Oh yeah, you're right. But we're gonna have a head on a stick. But we've got so many plans. We just never.
I'm not gonna have 10 Callum heads. I just need a 10 and a 0.
Because quite frankly, that's all that matters.
Yeah, it's
either right or wrong.
It's binary, dude. It's 0 or 1, man. Like,
oh shit.
Speaking of things that are binary, our store, where we have the new embroidered Chanter hat, and this glowing sign behind me. You could have that on your head in a very comfortable baseball cap. So go to the Chanter Rant store, chanterrant.com. Oh my god, I have so many of these to do. Why do I have to do this part all the time?
I don't know.
Piper's Dojo. ChanterRant.com/suckless. Do that. Dirtbag Olympics Part 5 coming soon. Submit your stories at ChanterRant.com/dirtbag. We finally have an online submission form for Dirtbag Olympics.
Yeah, it's a little hard to use, but at least it's something.
You're a little hard to use, you fucking bearded cuck.
Hey, man, like, have you tried to read them the way it's organized, when they come in? Holy shit. We do have some good stories
No,
coming in,
it's
though.
user-friendly. It's not friendly to us.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Shit for us. But Callum, would you like to tell
We
us?
have to rewrite most of those anyway. I mean,
that's true. We got to make them, like,
interesting.
yeah.
and like just syntax we can actually fucking read.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. People do not know how to write, and that's interesting. But I'm curious, like, do you think Callum would submit a story for Dirtbag? Do you even know what Dirtbag Olympics is?
No, this is new to me.
So this is a bit on the show that we're
Every now and then we do what we call the Dirtbag Olympics.
Yeah, we've had
Which
three of
is
them?
we've had 4. This will be number 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And so people submit their cringiest, most disgusting stories from pipe band life anonymously, typically, and we get our friends to read them on air.
Yeah,
So,
you're
like-
not wanting a story, are you? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could write it in anonymously. We won't actually tell anybody it's you.
Yeah,
but-
no, we and the new form, the
We
new
do a good
online
job
form does a great job of you don't have to put your name in.
Yeah, yeah. So what's interesting about it is, like, because there's lots of debauchery behind the scenes, but
Of
nobody
course.
ever talks about it. Like,
Because it's so fucked.
like, there's the hot tubs at the Worlds, and there's, like, the Winter Storm fucking sex room, and I don't know whatever happens out there. I don't know, but people don't tell me because they don't trust me. But we know they happen.
I feel like we're earning more public trust because we just want to broadcast fucked up shit. We don't need your name
We
attached
don't need to
to
out
it.
you. We
just don't
just
need
think
to
it's
out you.
great. It's funny. So
But yeah, Callum, I don't know if you listen to the show, but it might be worth checking out. Like, what was the one where Adele had to read the cheeseburger story? Was that Dirtbag Olympics 2?
2, I
I
think.
think it was 2.
Yeah. So
I'll check it out. Absolutely.
so
It'll if it doesn't make you throw up in your mouth, we didn't do our job.
correct. We want the most crazy fucked up shit. You know, there was a story of somebody once where they, like, you know, like when you guys go to the Worlds and you're on one of those band buses over there, you know, those giant fucking buses, and somebody was, like, banging underneath the bus in those little, I don't know what the fuck they're called, the storage area. I don't know.
Double-decker buses.
Wait, were they banging in the compartment that we locked Doogie and Stewart in?
Not the side one, it was the back one.
Oh, the back one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's wild, man. There's all kinds of shit that happens when nerds get together, like music nerds.
Well,
get
it's like band camp, right? Like, wasn't that the band kids in high school were the ones that were fucking the most because they were locked away at band camp.
correct. Oh my god.
It's like what else is there to do except for explore holes?
Pipe. Pipe schools are amazing for that. I explore the 9 holes
Like
of my
a-
chair
yeah, like-
as
like-
well as the 9 holes of the
like
women in it.
any musician, they just spend the weekend fingering holes.
Magic holes.
Callum, how much do you regret coming on the show right now?
Is it a 0 or a 1?
It's 0 or 10.
Managed 16 minutes so far, doing well. Eh?
And it's only 15 minutes of airtime. It feels like forever.
I know. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, last but not least, before we get to the topic of Callum crushing that puss, St. Patty's. How was your St. Patty's, Go?
Holy shit. It was busy. I just finished last night. My last St. Patrick's Day gig was like last night. I finished about 8 o'clock. And I was like, fuck this shit. I'm out of here. Just, you know, that meme. You throw everything.
Fusco's like, I'm taking up bass.
Because nobody ever hires a bassist, right? The stand-up bass. Yeah, dude, it was wild. I played 7 places on St. Patrick's Day. You probably something similar.
I think I was like 6. I think I hit 6 places.
Yeah, and then the band had a couple, and guys were all over the place. We were running all over town. Like
Certified Rona.
Yeah, like apparently, because I've talked to people in Australia, they had basically nothing. UK did absolutely nothing. Canada, I haven't heard much
That's
about.
because they're a lot smarter than us.
Yeah, and the US was just fucking, Vegas was just open. Like, dude, here, you want to hear, check this shit out, Callum, right? This one place we played was called the Stage Door Casino.
Oh fuck.
And it was like a dive. Big time. I had no idea.
Even more so than like HT or like our dives. Like Stage Door is a fucking closet.
It's it's a dive bar, but it's also unsafe. Like, I don't feel unsafe at Hundreds. Like, it's just a bunch of fucking nerds, and it's a shitty bar.
Oh, are you talking about safe from the Rhone?
No, I'm talking. Well, that too, but I'm talking like
oh yeah, no, people are gonna fucking rob you.
We're talking Raiders fans unsafe. You know what I mean? Like big time. Gang members. Like we walked in and the owner was great, or the manager. He was super into bagpipes.
Well, there's some MCs that hang out there too.
Exactly. Yep. And we walk and we're like,
it's a motorcycle club, Callum.
We walked in. I'm like, oh my god. One, it's tiny. People were kind of wearing masks, but not really. Nobody really cared. People were getting right up in your face, taking pictures, shaking hands. Like, God Almighty, what was I thinking?
Dude, it was like that. Like the taking pictures, shaking hands thing was like, for fuck's sake, man. Like, get away from me.
Yeah. But here's the kicker. That night, after we left, there was a shooting in the parking lot of that place.
That's every night, though. Like,
dude, I was like, Bill sent me the news article. He's like, yeah, check this out. We left at the right time.
Dude.
There was a fucking shooting there.
There's a shooting in the parking lot of the Stage Door 3 nights a week. Like, that's like the most regular show on the Strip.
Dude, like the manager invited us. He's like, come down for a Raiders game. We have the nice game. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not coming here on Raiders night. Are you out of your goddamn mind?
I would rather try to swallow a pineapple with my asshole.
So, if you're in the UK and you don't know, the Raiders are an American football team who are highly...
their fans are contentious.
Their fans are highly tied to, like, gang life.
Let me put it this way. We have Raiders fans to thank for the invention of the plastic beer bottle.
Correct.
Like...
Yep. Yeah, so because
if you've ever drank beer out of a plastic bottle,
if you ever went to
Raiders
before the Raiders were here, they were in Oakland, and also LA. They've been all over the fucking place. But man, I mean, the whole thing is that there's fights in the stands, people get knifed.
The people are still hanging on with the Raiders. It's not like they're like a great fucking team.
No, they're not particularly good.
Are a lot of the original Oaktown fans?
Correct.
Which is like they'll fucking stab you, dude.
Yeah, a lot of MC
that's
Hammer
not even
fans.
That's not even like a fucking race thing. Like the white fucking Raiders fans will stab you too.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter what race you are. They're scary people. But anyway, that was one of the bars we were playing. I'm pretty sure that's where I got COVID. That's where the beginning of the end for me happened.
Yeah. The thing that blew my mind, and like this sucks, right? So, and Callum, you said you didn't do anything for St. Patty's.
Everything's shut. Absolutely nothing.
So that's a smart country right there. What would you do under normal circumstances? Do you like play gigs? Do you go out with the band and that kind of stuff?
Nothing.
See,
absolutely nothing.
These fucking higher level guys don't have to grind.
Well, he makes good money doing just fucking. I don't know.
He makes good money at thebagpipecoach.com. My contractually obligated statement. No, like the thing for us is like, and this is going to be totally different for you guys. Like the thing for us is in the States, you fund your band on St. Patrick's Day. Pretty much. You don't have any fucking money. You bust your dick for 20 hours on St. Patrick's Day, and that's how you have like kilt money, new drum heads, drone reeds, like whatever. Because otherwise we're just fucking broke assholes.
Correct. East Coast, they get praise.
Like that at all here. It's very, very quiet. You might get the odd piper go and do a gig, but you guys take it to a new extreme. You guys have got the whole band marching down the street and all that.
Yeah, it's a big thing in the U.S. I don't know why it's not in the U.K. It's not even in Ireland. They don't even. Yeah, well, from what I hear, they don't even care that much about St. Patrick's.
I mean, like to put it in perspective, right? So I played 8 to 9:30, 11 to 1, 2 to 3, 4 to 7:30, 8 to what was it? What was the Parkway? That was like
9:30 to 10.
I was like 9:30 to 10, and then like 10 to 10:30 maybe.
Something like that.
Yeah. Like, it was my pipes were obliterated.
Dude, it was a long day. I wanted to kill myself by like 6 o'clock,
and
we still had 4 gigs to go.
Thank God I had the amazing quality of Delrin bagpipes made by McClellan Bagpipes.
With a cellulose interior.
A polymer sleeve.
Speaking of sleeves,
fuck that. I'm gonna put that ad in later.
Yeah. Speaking of sleeves, Callum, tell us about what it's like being a single man. And
last time we talked, you were betrothed to a very lovely young man.
Woman.
It was a woman. Yeah, oh shit. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. I think it was a woman. She might have identified as a man. I'm not sure.
I thought it was a dude. Wasn't it a dude?
I don't know.
I'm just getting over that.
So have you been getting out there? What's the dating scene?
You can't do anything here. You're pretty much locked down. That's it. Me and the dog at home. That's about it. It's as luxurious as it gets.
You should have stayed in Australia.
I feel bad for that dog.
Dog's getting a lot of action. I don't know.
On the bright side, I'm gonna buy peanut butter stock in the UK.
Jesus Christ! Oh my
Here's a
God!
write-up.
So no, I actually, I when I heard this, I was surprised, but two, I felt bad for you. You know, it's never fun going through a breakup. You were engaged for a while to a lovely young lady in Australia. You were gonna even move there potentially, and then all life changed, and somebody kicked you in the dick, and then here we are, locked down in Scotland with your dog.
She got eaten by a drop bear.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
So, what happened? Why the breakup?
Oh, just one of those things, you know. It's just two different paths. I think that's probably the best way to put it. Two different paths, just kind of wasn't going to work out, you know.
Yeah. Like she was bad at head. Is that what I heard?
The pretty ones always are.
Yeah, they don't just seem to care, man. You got to go for the ugly broads. Trust me on this one, Callum. I am a master of the ugly broads. But no, just
as I watch our Patreon subscriber count go down because
all the women just can't.
Yeah.
But no, that's too bad. But I mean, are you positive about it? How you feeling these days? Like, I mean, other than
on the bright side, he lives in the UK, so it's not like he can you know,
he can't kill himself.
Yeah.
I mean, he could hang himself, I suppose, but he could beat himself with a billy stick.
Stop giving him ideas.
I don't know how it works over there. How do people kill themselves in the UK? That's a great question.
They jump and they feed themselves to the Loch Ness monster. I don't fucking know. Like
they eat crumpets to death.
Yeah, it's not like you can't even like suicide by cop, right? Because they don't have guns either.
That's right. Oh God, what do they do? I don't know. But so we're gonna get into that. Like,
but then again, they're not as keen to like off themselves because you know healthcare doesn't cost like $14 million if they have a bad disease. You know what I mean? So they're like oh, that's okay. Like
oh, I got cancer. I guess I'm just gonna kill myself.
Oh, I need a new liver. That's okay. I can just get one. It's not going to indebt my family for generations.
I loved how Callum, we have this guy in our band. His name's Graham. You may have met. I don't remember if you've ever met him or not.
God, I hope not.
He's from Liverpool originally. Was in the British military, etc. That's where he learned pipes. And anyway, when he first moved here, 20 years ago or so, he loves them. He loves the U.S. He was like super proud to get his citizenship and all that stuff. But he like kept his citizenship to the UK because he still wanted healthcare. So he would shit talk the shit out of the UK, except that he would go back there when he needed something significant, you know, medically. Like, dude, are you in or you're out? You know, but yeah, I guess that's the way to do it. Like, here is shit when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like,
yeah, like I got a little bit of money, so I'm gonna go to the dentist for the first time in like 7 years. I'm not
your stimulus money.
I'm not looking forward to it. They're like, well, you know, we're gonna have to pull out your mouth and give you a new mouth, and that'll only be like 10 G's. I'm like, I'll just keep this one. Sorry, kids.
Tell you what, Beer Boy Brad will do that for free.
The whiskey will stop the sepsis.
Oh my God, dude, it is wild. And even if you had health insurance, you don't have dental.
Well, that was like I remember someone was asking me about it because like we got our first stimulus 7 years ago, and I remember telling people I was like, yeah, like what'd you do with your stimulus money? I was like, well, I saved half because I figured I would need it, and then I spent the other half on 3 months of health insurance. Because it was COVID, and I was like, if I get COVID, then I need health insurance.
Right, and that was it.
And that
right
ran out.
The system.
Yeah, ran out real quick.
That's interesting.
Like, oh well, you know, like you're a healthy young male. Like, how much could it possibly cost? I'm like, $300 a month.
Dude, it's crazy expensive. It's ridiculous. How does it work over there, Callum? How are they like? How do you guys afford?
You just go to
food?
the doctor and they fucking fix you, and then you go
that.
home.
I'm talking like, how do you guys? Nobody's working. Like, you're not allowed to go anywhere. Like, obviously, you're making a living online, but how do people fucking live?
The government are giving grants out galore just now, so we're making more money being off work than we are being at work.
Yeah, that's funny, isn't it?
I'm putting in for a visa.
Let's just well,
No, we're pretty good with that actually, because I'm self-employed. So if you're not making a certain amount of money, they'll top it up for you, sort of thing. And then obviously for businesses, they'll pay a percentage of what your wage would be. So it's like 80%, I think, and the business can pay the other 20% if they like. So you're always making. Everyone's pretty much making money, but I guess the real tough times will come when all that stops and there's no need for any workers, and all the businesses will just lose their employees, I guess.
Right, yeah. So, Josh, I'm already engaged to a man for health insurance. Maybe you could marry Callum. He is now single. Maybe you could move to the UK, marry Callum.
He's cute. He's cute as a button, you know? I mean, I in the dark, I could just pretend.
He has been single for a while now. He might be desperate enough to,
I mean, might as well give that dog a rest. or the incredibly surprised looking cantaloupe that's in his fridge.
Peanut butter's gone. I'm out.
But yeah, no, it's not a bad idea. I mean, I don't know. It's just fuck, dude. Yeah, you guys really handle this. I mean, the big thing for us is like, and the reason we're making so many Rona jokes today is like there was zero precaution
on St. Patrick's Day.
On St. Patrick's
Very
Day,
little.
and I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, on the one hand, like I got to do it, got to make the money for the band. Got it. Same thing we did last year. Like, I'll put myself out there. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But like when I'm in a venue and I'm playing, it's like, dude, I can't have a mask on because I'm fucking playing an instrument. You could at least put one on when you come up and be like, "Hey, bro, yeah, good job." I'm like, fucking Christ, right in my fucking eyes, you fucking bitch. Like,
yeah, they're just spitting all over you because they're drunk as shit.
It's like, oh, let's do shots. I'm like, why don't you do one shot right to your fucking temple?
Don't you get that vaccine shot? How about that? Yeah, man, it was quite the day,
dude. It was gnarly. Like, I was talking to Jeremy about it, and he was like, dude, because he had his first dose because he's a first responder, but he hadn't had a second dose. He's like, dude, if we're gonna get it, that's the fucking day we get it. And I was like, I know, man. It was sketch. It was so sketch.
We went to Johnny Mac's, and that place was packed. They didn't separate tables. They didn't give a fuck. It was packed. Like we were walking through there like sideways trying to get through the plane.
It's like let me just get
spraying.
Let me just get through, and like, could you guys just like, I can't wear a face covering because I have a fucking blowpipe in my mouth. Could you just like not scream in my face? I don't know. Like,
to be fair, it was incredibly irresponsible of us to take on any gigs that day, but motherfuckers got to make a living.
Not a lot of option.
Yeah,
I mean that's the thing for me.
No,
that's the thing for me. It's like we could have just stayed home, but fuck, dude, that fucks the band for a year.
Oh, big time. Big time.
The Sexy Seven, dude, they carried it.
Plus, we made a good money, a good amount in tips.
Oh, there's no way you're going to get back to not paying people for St. Patty's, man.
That worries me. But
yeah.
no, I mean, people are literally handing money out. People are in a good mood, ready to party because they're sick of this shit. And, like, Callum, check this out. At one place we played, the very first place we played, this guy comes up to us after. He's like, hey, here's money for everybody in the band, like tip money, right? And I kind of like, yeah, cool, thanks, man. And I look down and I start flipping through it, and it's $100 bill for everybody that was there. So it was $700. I'm like, holy shit!
That's got to be the biggest tip we've ever gotten.
Biggest tip we've ever got for sure.
Aside from that one time Angel banged everybody.
Well, yeah,
that was a pretty big tip.
That's a big tip.
You crossed the streams. I mean,
That's true. Angel and I were pissing in the same tree and crossed the streams. He's like, stop pissing on me.
What a day. What a day it was.
Oh, God. Great times. Callum, you should come out for St. Patrick's Day sometime, and we'll have a good time.
Dude.
The shootings and
I know, the shooting and pissing on each other.
Like, we're gonna have Callum out in March, and we're just gonna go rednecking and then play St. Patty's, and he will never be the same.
Yeah, let him drive your truck through the desert.
Oh yeah, dude.
And then we'll shoot guns in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, like you can hit, just gun it. Don't worry about it.
It's like it was worth like $300. It's not that big.
It's worth like probably $450 easy. Come on, man. Don't be shitting on my truck.
Any one gun you're carrying that day will be worth more than your car.
That's true. You could probably sell the firearms for more than you could sell the truck for.
Correct.
But the truck will outlive all of us.
That's true. It is. It's a great vehicle.
The Chonk is the ultimate apocalypse vehicle. You could fix it with some like bicycle tubing and hope.
Oh dear God.
Callum, since you were last here, I have a new vehicle. It's a shitbox Bronco.
That sounds like what you had the last time, did it?
Did I have it last time he was here? No. That you're thinking of the Chevy, maybe.
I don't remember.
Because I have the red Chevy as
I
well.
can't remember now.
Yeah, I have an unhealthy collection of old useless things. Hence why I hang out with Fusco.
The wee red thing you had, I think.
Yeah, that's a Chevy. That's 56. Yeah, that's not running.
Yeah.
It will
Someday.
It will, but it's not right now.
You need a job first.
Yeah, I haven't figured out how to fix that. I've taken a few stabs at it. She'll make noise. I promise. She'll make noise eventually. I have very few innate talents, but I can make engines talk to me at least a little bit. So, Sco.
Yes, sir.
I feel like there's an ad read. And then we got to get in the topic, man. You got questions for Callum. You have a bunch of questions for
Do you want to do it live, the ad read, or are we inserting?
No, I mean, we can just. I'm just going to clap or something, and then,
You want to do it?
just make that louder.
You got 30 seconds. Go.
Wait. How loud can you make it? Oh, that's not enough. Oh, no, no, you want me to read it? No, they've specifically asked for me not to do it live.
Right. They're like, no.
So anyway, this episode of the Chanter Rant Podcast brought to you by this sponsor. McClellan ad read right there. See how easy that was?
That was great.
Yeah, it was like time travel.
Thanks, McClellan. You're the best.
I should probably just put it on this computer and actually play it. I kind of want to do like a cheeky video that goes with it, but you know how I am at getting videos edited in time.
Correct.
But yeah, McClellan bagpipes. Here's what I will say about our illustrious sponsor. I played the fuck out of those things all St. Patrick's Day. Very few problems.
Yeah. No, I mean,
They sounded good. They sounded better than my old pipes, which I will not name because they're not paying me.
correct.
They held up. Still tweaks and adjustments to be made.
Sure.
But it's a prototype, and goddamn, dude, they fucking. I wish no one got a video of my first solo. That was way better than my second solo.
The first solo was pretty good, actually. That was probably the best you've ever played that I've in a long time.
And nobody taped it.
I just didn't. I was like,
Yeah.
It's gonna be another shitty Josh session.
I was very bummed out. I was very bummed out about that. So next year for St. Patty's, we're just gonna have a dickhead with a camera the whole day. We're gonna hire a film crew.
We'll hire a dickhead with a camera. No problem. Callum, what are you doing next year, St. Patrick's Day? You're a dickhead.
Yeah. You want to film me playing a shitty Pumpkins Fancy for a bar crowd?
You can hear it from here.
Yeah. Yeah, it was special. That's for sure. But do you want to take a break? How do you want to do this?
I don't need one. I don't need one if you don't.
I'm good. Yeah. So let's go full on into that brings up a good point, and I'm curious because it's always nice to hear what professionals think. And in lieu of a professional, we have Callum.
Yeah.
So personally, I hate your drone reads.
My drone reads?
Your current drone reads. That in your new pipes, only because the bass sounds thin to me, but that's okay.
It does sound thin, and functionally, they present issues.
Correct. And we won't name them, but I'm just curious, Callum. Do you have what do you like for drone reads these days? Do you have a sponsor of drone reads, and two, if you don't, even better, because then you'll be honest.
I do not have a sponsor for drone reads.
Perfect.
But I would definitely go with Easy Drone.
Is that what you play in your solos? All three?
And my solos, yeah, definitely solos, yeah.
Interesting.
I've played them since I've been 7. Not the same reeds, but the same type of reeds.
He's been playing the same reeds
for 20 years. Easy Drone's interesting. Yeah, and they're pretty good reads overall. Very easy. Well, I wouldn't say they're easy to manipulate. They can be a little bit finicky at times, but
they suck out here.
Why do you say that?
I just think out here, man, they just blare. Like to get them to a point where they're calibrated, it's just like a foghorn in the dry.
It just takes time. They work. It's just you gotta really mess around with them a lot. You gotta move that tongue around. Let me tell you about moving that tongue around. You need practice. We got to talk to your girlfriend about practicing with that tongue a little bit.
You are not going to want to have that conversation because it might emasculate you slightly.
Oh, shit. But yeah, so easy drone, huh? Not cane. I thought everybody is always the big cane thing.
Maybe for bands, but not for solos. I'd say the majority of the top players will be on easy drone, to be honest, over here.
Interesting.
We have moisture there. I mean, in the cane thing, I've heard great examples of cane reeds, but for me, it's always, and this kind of goes into like the reeds that I was using on St. Patty's. It's always this balance between like, all right, this sounds really good. How much of a dickhead is it to like keep, you
Stable.
know? I'm always in this process, and this is probably because I'm a lower level, like functioning player. You know, like it's like, hey, like I don't really play a lot of high level stuff. I don't play high level gigs twice a year. I play a shit ton of low level gigs. So I need something that's like incredibly reliable, not gonna fucking shit on me in the middle of anything, and I don't have to like treat it like an infant in the ICU. I can like, you know, I can slap it the fuck in and it'll go.
Right.
So
what do you use?
So my current setup, my old reeds in my McCallum bagpipes, they were the Hitchings reeds, which I loved.
Balance tone, yeah.
Yeah, the balance tone. They sounded really good. The McClellan bagpipes, right now I was running the Kinnaird reeds, I believe. The Edge reeds.
The most recent ones.
And I do like the sound of them. One of the things, and I'm going to swap them out with my Bruce Hitchings reeds just to kind of see the difference. One of the issues we ran into though was like in the field, there's not a lot you can do to like adjust them.
Yeah,
you need a fucking Allen wrench. You need to know which direction you're going. Like they're cool. They look cool. They sound really good. I would consider them for like a solo setup for sure, but just for the sheer amount that I fucking play, I might have to switch over to something else. It's just I can adjust on the fly, right? Yeah, because I like at the end, if I'm playing fucking, I mean, I probably blew the instrument for at least 8 hours on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Like not just like me standing around, like air going in. Mm-hmm. And that created an issue where it's like, dude, I gotta make adjustments here for how wet it is inside, like all that kind of stuff. It's not like I had time to dry my pipes out.
It was another version of
it was the
wet ass pipes.
It was wet ass pipes, dude.
We got to go back to that story.
Episode title:
Wet ass pipes. WAP. Callum, you ever played Kinnaird reeds? Do you have any opinion on them?
No.
Yeah, I would consider them for a solo setup for sure, but just for the amount of shit you got to do.
I don't love them. I've heard enough people play them, and it's like, I don't love them. But
they're okay. I would say I'd probably suggest them maybe more for a band type of setup. But,
no.
Perhaps.
Could you imagine having to go through on like a band day if the weather changed and Allen wrench everyone's fucking drone reeds?
Yeah. Well, there are other ones. The Kinnaird Evolutions don't have that.
They don't have that.
They have something else, but they still got that nose cone that has. Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
What do you guys use at Dollar Academy?
The tuning of them, though, does that not just change the how high or low the tune?
No. So there's two.
There's two of them.
There's two little screws, and one is supposed to adjust the seat height, and one's supposed to adjust the tongue.
Right, correct. So they have one adjust the tuning like anything else. Like it's
keep in mind they come with a fucking Allen wrench that only adjusts the tongue. There's a smaller wrench that goes into the fucking seat height.
Correct. Yeah, they're way complicated. So in order to adjust the tongue, it's got a screw. And that's like an upgrade to the Evolutions, which didn't have that. So you couldn't move the tongue on the Evolutions because they were set to play at a certain place.
One of the things that I really like is you can adjust it like the way that Joe Brady described it to me is you can adjust it a cunt hair's width. And that's true, dude. It's so you can fine tune it
super precise,
crazy. Yeah. But my criticism would just be like, dude, sometimes I need, sometimes I need a hammer, and sometimes that hammer needs to be adjusted while I'm standing outside of Parkway Tavern without an Allen wrench up my ass. You know what I mean?
Like this thing is blaring and I can't fix it right now. It's like,
dude,
shut it off.
I couldn't even. You can't even shut it off, right? Because the bridle doesn't move. I shut it off by. I literally took like finger tape and I just taped it.
Oh,
I just taped it shut.
I was like, fuck, that's a pain in the ass. What do you guys use at Dollar Academy? Everybody's on easy drones out there?
No, we use a mixture of mostly cane,
Oh, okay.
but there is some canning reeds as well.
Oh, interesting. Canning are relatively similar to these canard reeds. They kind of have a similar tongue, similar body, etc. Kind of. But
Anything that I need a PhD to work, I'm not keen on.
the what that? Say that again.
Anything that I need a PhD to know how to work, I'm not keen on.
Exactly. Like keep it simple. Yeah, that's why I like the balanced tones or easy drones. They're like it's tuning screw. I can use my hand. I don't really need, whatever. It's or slide it in and out. It's easy. But so let's see. Somebody wants to know in the audience. We actually have audience questions. Can you believe that? I can't believe
my computer's telling me the internet's down. So.
No, mine. I'm connected.
That's okay.
We still have Callum, so we can't.
Hey, if the stream's still going, then we're going.
So somebody wants to know, like, who do you listen to for piping inspiration and or motivation? Obviously, beside yourself. I mean, I'm sure you like to play in the mirror and just marvel at your greatness. But who do you listen to for musical inspiration?
I've still got a tutor. I still go to William Callum for lessons. Well, now and again, and it's not as much as I used to, but maybe see him half a dozen times a year or something.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's my main kind of influence, really.
Interesting. So, if you were to recommend something, if somebody was kind of newish to piping, and you were like, "Hey, go listen to this on YouTube," if it could be if it's a Willie McCallum video, whatever. What would it be?
On YouTube,
or wherever, CD or
yeah,
something.
I think any of those people is good. To be honest, I don't have one in particular, but Stuart Little, Angus McCall, Willie McCallum, Roddy McLeod, Jack Lee,
the usual guys.
Yeah. I don't. To be honest with you, I don't listen to a lot of piping. Like that's maybe bad, but I haven't listened to piping.
Yeah, he's like, all these guys are shit compared to me. I don't need to listen to this.
Fucking dick.
Quote from Callum Beaumont. Quote. Everybody sucks.
No,
I don't listen to piping.
No, I just because you play and teach all the time. Like, why would you want to listen to it in your spare time?
Yeah, no, I feel you.
So no, I don't listen a lot of it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I listened to a piping CD or whatever it was.
Yeah. It kind of happens that way. As I got into teaching for a living and basically piping all the friggin' time, like I used to listen to it all the time back in the early days, and now I kind of don't so much anymore. Other than like the world's medleys I'll listen to or whatever, because they do cool shit sometimes. But yeah, no, absolutely. Josh, who you listen to these days?
I've been listening to a lot of T Swift.
Oh God, that's so gay.
Yeah. Who was that band you were talking about earlier? Who was the band you had on earlier?
Leo Moricelli. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but that was just a metal cover of Wet Ass Pussy. I don't listen to the original version. While I do think that the original version is great, I prefer it with
the metal version. Yeah.
I prefer it with some guitars behind it.
Yeah.
I would like to hear it with the metal version and a female singer. I think that would be great.
That would be cool. I think there's one out there actually. There's been a million covers of Wet Ass Pussy, but
Callum, when are you gonna release your cover of Wet Ass Pussy?
That's a huge milestone to reach,
Dude, I would pay good money to have to hear Callum like cover that song, like him actually doing the rap part or whatever.
Callum, can you just give us a couple bars? Just repeat. There's some whores in this house a couple times.
There's some whores in this house.
Cut that shit. What time was that?
Yeah, it's 44:50.
Write that down. We're gonna clip that and use that.
There's some hoes in this house.
There's some hoes in this house. Oh my God! So for those who don't know, Callum had never heard that song before, and before we played,
we were warming up and testing. We played it for him, and he loved it.
Yeah, he was like, you should have seen the look on his face. It was that.
I was like, Swipe your nose like a credit card. That makes sense.
Park your big ass or your Mack truck in this garage. Whatever the fuck line is.
Great use of words. I thought it was good. Yep.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So,
yeah.
Oh, Jesus. So what else is going on in your life these days, Callum? There's so little happening. I mean, you know, you got your new website. You're just trying to make a living, obviously. Can't play anywhere. What the fuck? There's nothing to do.
He doesn't play video games.
Yeah, you don't play video games. Apparently, it was lame. But
That was the day I had my first piping gig of the year.
what?
Yep.
What was that?
I'm not sure how much detail I can go into it right enough, but they were recording something at the Piping Centre in Glasgow today.
Today? Oh, nice.
For something that's going to get released next month. So it was, that's the first time I've had my kilt on since the Glenfiddich last year. So that's been about 6 months, maybe less.
This just makes me think that we have to get Callum laid.
That is a good point. We definitely do. Like, he's had a very boring life the last 6 months. Didn't I see you in a studio? I saw pictures of you recording in a studio. God,
Last year. That's a year ago. Yeah. Because I've actually recorded an album, but that's obviously not been released yet. So that's due to happen hopefully sometime this year.
but it's all recorded. It just hasn't been produced, or
Yeah, it's all done. It's all done. Yeah, it just needs a final kind of mix or whatever they call it done with it in the end. So that's all good to go.
You didn't sign any contracts, did you? Any from the record labels?
I may have.
Oh boy. You'll see zero money off that. Like, you've never done it. You've never.
money in piping anyway.
That's a good point. Yeah. Josh likes to give shit to judges, but the only way these guys make any money is when they do the
They do judging.
Yeah, because
trust me, I know they make money. I have to fucking pay these assholes.
this is why you can't find recordings of any of these old ass fucking RSPBA guys, because there's no money in that. So why would they fucking do it? Like, I get it. You guys got to make a living.
That's not even counting the cost of me limoing their fucking ass to the event.
Well, yeah, we should get Callum to judge sometime. Callum and the what are they called? The Playing for Sheets guys.
Hey,
They have to bring Stuart, or not Stuart.
They have to be Western United States pipe band approved.
Dude, here's a funny story. I forgot about this. I was with Callum at Winter Storm the year you didn't go. It was 20.
I only went 1 year, so
whatever year it was you went 2019. I think it was 2020. So I was hanging out with Callum a little bit here and there, and like we still haven't talked to Stephen McWhirter, but he was there, and Callum's like, no, he'll talk to you. Come on up. Like, he was trying to get me. I'm like, I'm by myself. I'm kind of sober. Like, I'm not ready for this.
You got cold feet?
Oh, totally, dude.
Buddy.
Callum's like, no, come on over. Like, we can
on.
make this happen. Callum's like, I can make this happen. I'm like, oh, fucking hell.
You lost the big fish because you were scared.
I didn't have even a recorder on me. I had nothing. I was like, what am I going to talk to him?
You got a phone.
I couldn't, I suppose.
Yeah.
And then what happened was, and then Callum went over to him, and then somebody handed Callum pipes,
See,
and then him and Steven started playing.
It's always interesting, especially in the early days of Chanter Rant. Like, Fusco would go... He would do so much riskier shit when it came to fucking with people in the pipe band community, because I was there, and I'd be like, yeah, like, I'm going to make sure nobody kicks your ass. Like,
yeah, if I'm by myself, dude, I'm fucked. Callum's not saving me.
He's like, don't worry, like go do it. I'll make sure nobody beats you up.
Yeah, if Steven takes a swing, Callum's just going to stand there and laugh. Like,
But we'll get him, dude. I have faith. Dude, if we can get fucking Caudle, we'll get Steven.
We just wear him. It's like my dating life. You
just wear him down.
Wear him down. This is the way to do it, Callum. Wear him down.
You wear him down. Speaking of Callum's dating life, we have taken the initiative here.
We have.
Of helping Callum out when it comes to some dating. So we've created a phone number.
Yeah, if you didn't know, Callum's single and ready to mingle.
And I've posted it. I've posted it in the chat. If you wanna shoot your shot with Callum Beaumont, now is your time. You can call us. It's 702.
We're gonna do a little speed dating with Callum Beaumont.
483-7762. So give us a ring real quick, and anyone that's hanging out in the chat, you can shoot a shot with Callum Beaumont, and we'll just kind of figure out. We're gonna find you a match.
Yeah. If you're single and ready and interested in a
if you're single and interested in mutual masturbation over Zoom with the best bagpiper in the world,
he's very cute.
He's
very cute. He's got those dimples. Go ahead, smile for us, Callum. There they are. Look at him,
dude. I was threatened today because I told Court, I was like, yeah, we're gonna do a bit about Callum, like being single and like we're trying to get him laid, and she's like, oh, I'd fuck him.
Oh my god. Really?
Yeah. She's like he's cute. He's got the dimples. He's got the accent. So there's some inspiration, Callum. You gotta be charming.
He doesn't need charm. He's got his fucking fingers. You see how fast they move? The women love that.
Yeah, but there's more room on a chanter than a clit, dude. Like you gotta, like.
Oh my god! Can you imagine
Episode title?
Callum doing that. Fucking.
Yeah, I just go from behind and do burls. That's my move.
He's doing those like high A burl things with his thumb. Like, what do they call it? Is there a name for the thumb movement on the high A? It's just but when you do the multiple one, it's just a swipe. That's it. So Callum can do like 17 swipes in like 3 seconds, ladies. Let me tell you, or men, whatever.
Let's find out.
Yeah, let's see how fast he can do them. This is. Now that is dating.
So all you got to do, Callum, is you take that same movement and then you do like this, and during normal cowgirl.
Normal cowgirl.
You twist your hand around. Trust me, it'll get you there.
Oh dear God! Can you imagine?
And then from the back, you just do burls.
I feel bad. Callum is single at the wrong time of life, right? Like,
well, I mean, you're single too, and you're still fucking slaying.
Yeah, but I'm in Vegas. He's in the UK.
That's true.
Like, they're 100% shut down. Like, nobody gives a shit here.
Also, there's no like big titty goth whores in the UK. Like,
oh, I'm sure there is, just not in bumfuck Scotland.
Probably not in the circles that he runs in.
No, Callum, you gotta come back now that you're single, man. We'll have a good friggin' time.
If he doesn't get the Rona, he'll certainly get the syphilis.
It's the good kind of syphilis, though.
So Callum, I've put this out here, and nobody wants to call. Sorry, man.
No, it's coming. It's coming. Just give him a sec. Give him a sec.
Your peen will remain in the peanut butter.
Callum, go to your cupboard right now and let me see the top of your peanut butter.
I want to know. I want to know if the peanut butter jar just has one direct hole.
That's what I want to see. I want to see the top of his peanut butter jar. Oh my God, that's the greatest bit we could ever do. If it was actually like that, just fake it. We'll make it. We'll work. We'll fix it and post so it looks real.
Fuck you. Who's this we? You got a mouse in you got a mouse in your pocket?
I can edit video. It's not that bad. Oh yeah.
Oh shit. All right, come on. Who we got? We got someone calling in, right? Who? Oh, I'm gonna call people out. Hold on, give me 1 minute.
No age. Somebody's asking, is there an age limit? Like, who the fuck are you?
Upwards or lower? Like, yeah, don't.
Hold on. Let me. What? I don't know who Sam is, but we'll find out.
Oh Jesus.
Do you know who these people are? Because I'm nervous.
I don't know who. I mean, I'm assuming it's gonna show up when they call.
I don't know. I've never used this voice call thing before.
Well, yeah. I mean, we're beta testing it on our illustrious guest.
Yeah,
this is the Chanter Rant Podcast, baby. We beta test live.
And if it works, I'm going to use it to my advantage.
The Fusco dating quarter. It's just going to be a bunch of chicks calling in to tell you, like, to go fuck yourself.
Correct.
Like,
yeah, that they hate me and that, like, you fucked me over. Yeah. No, hold on.
Oh man, see, this is us just tip tapping away.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like entice. Everybody's all scared to like, oh my God, I can't speak to Callum, but he's so special. That brings up a point. You're kind of worked your way into, I guess you could call it piping royalty these days. Like for such a young man, is that what is that? What is that like? What are you like 30ish, 32? How old are you?
32.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? I mean, ultimately, you're like, all right. So if the pipers, the pro pipers of the world were the British royal family, which one would you be?
Prince Philip.
I'd say you're. I mean,
dude's gonna die a prince.
He's never gonna be king.
Not sure if Harry's a good one right now.
Are you Prince Andrew? Like you're bound to be the king eventually?
Could you imagine being 90 years old and still not king?
That poor son of a bitch. That woman won't die. I don't know what's going on, but
she's a fucking Terminator, dude.
You can't kill her. Holy shit. Yeah, like Do you care about all the royalty stuff, like this whole like Meghan Markle thing or whatever the fuck her name is that's going on? Do you guys even care about that in Scotland?
It was such a huge headline for us. It was like, oh, by the way, old British people are racist. It's like, yeah, no shit, dude. Like, in other news, water is wet. Like,
old white people are racist. Duh.
It's like, in other news, water is wet and the sky is fucking blue sometimes.
Like, if the worst thing she has to deal with is that they're like kind of wondering what shade the baby's gonna come out. Like, I don't know. I don't even know if that's what was said. I didn't watch it.
Dude, I love the meme where it's like the queen next to Meghan Markle and the baby with like a fucking like paint shade thing from Costco or from fucking Home Depot. I love that meme.
I haven't seen that one. But
yeah,
it's funny.
I was like, yeah, like, are we surprised by this? Like,
and really does it matter? Like,
not to them. I mean, that's the thing. Like, you know, to those two, they're just like, fuck it, we're gonna live our lives and be dope. Like, monarchy, those two have come to the same conclusion as the rest of the world, which is monarchy can go fuck itself.
Like, nobody cares.
Like, yeah.
It's remarkable.
Guess what? The British Empire used to be a lot more than just the fucking UK that could barely fit inside Nevada 2 times.
Right. Callum, do you love the Queen?
Do I love the Queen?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
He's got that. That's the perfect face for the 0.
Sure.
It's like that's like him listening to me playing pipes.
Would you? Okay, well let's test your love for the Queen. Would you go down on the Queen if it would cure cancer for everyone in the UK?
That's some serious stuff.
Better bring your dustbuster, friend.
Absolutely.
You would?
Head first.
Head first.
He's our hero.
Callum Beaumont finally puts
Headline.
an end. He puts an end to the Kids with Cancer charity event
We never have to listen to
by
that
curing cancer by going down on the Queen.
again. Headline: Callum Beaumont cures cancer.
Headline: Callum Beaumont tongues the dusty old flaps of a monarch.
Thebagpipingcoach.com. Brought to you by
Dusty Old Hey, I'll tell you what. We will link this shit. If you go to chanterrant.com/dustyoldflaps, you can experience thebagpipecoach.com.
That's a great idea. Let's forward to his.
I'm redirecting it right now.
Dude, you're gonna get so much. Students. Actually, I'm curious. How is that going? Are people like you've been on the tour? Are people picking up on your? I mean, essentially service-based sort of process now. You're doing well with that.
Really well. Yeah. It's a bit too busy to be honest. It's good. It's going great.
Do you foresee other people taking on this model? I mean, like similarly, like I don't know, Stuart Littles of the world, or whoever, like anybody of your caliber.
Potentially, yeah. I think people are see piping differently now than they did before. So it's I think people want to try and achieve something faster rather than wait a long time to get to where they want to get to. So it's I can see other people picking up on it potentially. I don't know. It's just I guess for me it's an experiment. It's the first of its kind in a way. So just to see if it works or not.
Is there an audition process? Are you only taking certain level of people, or will you take on any old flaps?
Girls between the age of 24 and
30-ish. Yeah. I would lower it to 22. Go 22 to 30. Trust me.
22, that's fine. Yeah.
Well,
you don't have to marry
Callum's what, my age, right?
He's 32.
Oh, so he's a little older than me.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's always half plus 7, right? Isn't that the rule?
I don't know, but let me tell you, girls in their 20s are fucking lunatics. As you well know, Callum's about to find out.
As Callum's about to learn.
That brings on a good
soon
point.
to come to the Chanter Rant store. Callum Beaumont's nuts in a jar via some random that he meets on Tinder.
Actually, that's a good question. Are you on Tinder or whatever the UK equivalent of this is?
I am not. No.
Well, so we have Tinder. The UK has Tinder.
Tinder.
It's just TENDAH.
Tinder.
Do you are you swatting away students at this point? Like, I just don't have the time, or where are we at?
Yeah, getting pretty close to that. Yeah, I've got about maybe 60 hours of teaching a week just now, so it's getting it's busy here.
Okay, so here's a big question for you. You can only choose one. You had to take Josh and I both applied your service, and you got room for one more person. Who do you take? And why?
Well, the state of Josh's pipes the last time I seen him, I think it needs some serious kind of some serious work. So I think Josh might win that one.
Yeah, he needs more work. He needs more work.
Yeah, get fucked. I'm in Callum's class, and you're sucking dusty old flaps.
Well, that's what I do anyway. Suck dusty old flaps. That's
hey, if it's any consolation, my new pipes are in better shape.
Yeah, they're way better.
Things are different. Things are different since last time we hung out, man.
It's been a year and a half. Josh changes slowly, but
granted, you want to know one thing that has not changed?
What's that?
Is Fusco's ability to beat Callum at pool.
Oh yeah. I'm still the winner. Do we have proof of this?
It's going to take a while for it to download, but yes, we do have proof of this.
Did you win?
We have. You don't remember this? So if
this was the longest fucking game of pool I've ever seen in my life.
It was ridiculous. But Callum is an incredibly competitive person. You play
no.
golf. He plays golf.
No, our sweet boy. No,
piping, like everything he does, like pool. Like he fucking hates to lose, which is great. That's a great thing to have. So last time he was here,
and you are admittedly kind of shit at pool.
I'm not that good at pool.
Like
it's not my thing. Darts, I'm okay at. But
this
pool,
is
I'm
what
shit.
made this so funny to me, and it's a lot of build up for a thing that it's going to take me a while to prep. but yeah, Callum and Hoineke were in town for our concert.
Yeah,
and I took them out. We went to a couple bars. Took them to Frankie's. Then we went to Cornish, got some food, whatever,
right.
And you finally got to meet us. By the way, you were dying ill at the time.
Sick, yeah, which you'll hear in my voice if we play this video. Like I had no voice. And we're playing pool, and it went on and on and on. Neither of us could get the 8-ball in. But we have video proof of this, Callum, and we're going to show it eventually. Because the biggest thing I've ever done in my life is beat Callum Beaumont in something. And that's all I'm going to just retire and
just keep vamping until I get this done, though.
And it was, so we have video of us hitting this 8-ball back and forth. Nope. Nobody could get it in. And then at the end, finally, I emerged champion of the world in piping because I beat the Glenfiddich champion in pool.
So we're gonna see if I can make this work. The only thing I can't do is I can't fast forward.
Oh, that's all right. Play the whole
thing. Well, I mean it's a long clip, so I'll see what I can do on my end. But yeah, here's a little clip of.
Can you see this?
He won't be able to see this unless he's looking at the stream.
But he'll hear it.
He'll hear it.
That's what matters.
Oscar, you missed your one chance to beat Callum.
I was just getting excited.
that shot.
Shots are you missing?
high intense drama here
Gotta get the good shots.
at the Las Vegas Pool Challenge. What the tip's all about.
Can't do it. Can't do it. You can't do it.
Let's go, ready? Spike the cam. You ready?
Jake.
I can very much step out this. Ah, motherfucker!
I cheat you, man.
Holy shit!
All right, go eat your
I said
food.
I beat Cal Beaumont in something.
Go eat your food so we can do the worst podcast ever because you can't talk. Callum, what are your thoughts on facing off?
Okay, so that was a long clip.
It was a very long clip, but I just want to go on record as saying I win in life. That's all that matters.
because you beat Callum at pool once.
One time, that's all it takes. And it doesn't take much to make me happy. You know, decent, an average whiskey, reasonable blowjob.
So Callum, no one called in to date you, so that's a bummer, man.
That's the way it goes just now.
But you know, there's no third place prizes here on Chanter Rant, so we're sending you a gallon tub of Jiffy peanut butter.
The dog will love it.
I gotta say, Callum, it was a lot of fun hanging out with you today. I want to do final thoughts, but I kind of want to give Callum first. I think Callum me.
Oh boy.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's send it.
I'm a little nervous.
Because I gotta go cook I have to go cook 10 pounds of corned beef.
Ugh, that's the worst.
Oof.
Yeah, like you're not gonna come eat it, dick.
I'll eat it, but I don't love it. Corned beef and cabbages.
So, Callum, what do you have for the audience of the Chanter Rant podcast?
Thebagpipecoach.com.
Son of a bitch! I knew he'd sneak it in.
Well, it is the reason he's here. He's trying to make a goddamn living.
Well, that makes sense.
He's not trying to put up with our nonsense.
Yeah, well, dude, do something easy like start a podcast. Fusk
My final thoughts are this. Go to thebagpipecoach.com and and get good lessons with a guy that knows how to play. Let me tell you, this motherfucker can play his ass off. One of our best after the concert we do the after party, whatever we call it. I forget what we call it, but
we call it the after party.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
And probably one of the best performers we've had there because he just could keep going and go. Ladies,
Just sent it. I have video of that too.
Callum can keep going and going
And going.
Let me tell you, this guy doesn't get tired.
Mhm.
Yeah,
No. And he'll right on the clitoris.
If you just watch his thumb movement, he does the fucking burl swipey thingies are amazing.
Mhm.
But yeah, Josh, what are your thoughts?
I honestly have no idea what we did today. Like,
I don't know what we accomplished.
without condemning or condoning, I had a great time.
Either way, it's fun.
Yeah. Either way, I was just very excited to hang out. I miss my boy. I miss my boy Callum. And I hope to see you again soon, brother. And I hope you're doing well.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, anytime. I'm gonna leave this going for a bit, but I do have to start some cooking. So, real quick for the audio edit. Josh, play us out. All right, if you guys want to hang for a bit, you totally can.
Yeah, we're gonna chat with this stream for 5, maybe 10 minutes at most, and then we'll be out.
Perfect.
So let's see what people have to say. Your James is your brother, right?
Yes, yeah, older brother.
Jesus, is he in
the tall one?
Vancouver?
Yeah, he's in BC. Yeah.
All right. Apparently, somebody wants to know what your favorite read. Spelled it wrong. I think he could either mean what's your favorite book because he spelled it R-E-A-D. But he said
I'm going to go for pipe read. Yeah.
I think that's what he means. But
my favorite read.
What are you playing these days?
One that goes. I think. There's probably actually. I don't even have a preferred maker just now. Shepherds, McPhee's, Chesney's, all of them. I guess if you can find one that goes, that's the best one.
You just keep digging through the pile and whatever works.
Yeah, pretty much just now. Yeah, just try and find something that goes. It's not always easy, but just try and have a look through the pile and see what you can get. They're very inconsistent nowadays, so you have to do a bit of searching.
Yeah, that's true. When you were here, what Chanter were you playing when you were here?
The Infinity Chanter, I think, possibly. I can't remember.
I think that's why I ask, because they on the whatever it is, our RG Hardy website, you're on there playing the Infinity Chanter. Well, I assume it's the Infinity Chanter, but it's from our concert. They posted that YouTube video of you playing, so I was curious.
Oh, okay.
I assume that's why they did it. I'm like, why they pulled our YouTube video? Okay, interesting. Of you, I mean, at our concert. So I assume that's what it was. But is that your preferred chanter? Like, what are you playing for chanters these days?
Yeah, that's so the chanter I helped design. So I have no option but to play that one. I'm happy with it though. It's it works really well for me. I'm pretty happy with it. I've been playing it for the last 2 years. It's comfortable, easy to set up, does the job. I'm pretty happy with it.
What goes into like picking chanters, like when like they basically say like most pros can like make anything sound good, which is generally true. Obviously, I've heard Jack Lee like play Josh's pipes and make them sound good, believe it or not. I mean, he manipulated them, of course, but like what goes into like, is it like a thing like I feel like this one today, like I don't know, like do you hear differences, like what makes you kind of bounce around different things, or do you always stick with the same thing because you like
I think probably the same thing, to be honest. I think especially with chanters or chanter reads, you're trying to find one that works, and if you do, I always have two. So if I get one that works really, really well, I tend to keep that in a locked safe or something like that to look after it. But right. But try and look after them, and I've always got another one that I just played to practice on, so that the good one's always there if need be.
Right. What's your prep for, like, say if you're going into the Glenfiddich or something of that nature? How soon before that do you pick a read and are playing it, or do you have the same solo read for like years and it's trusty, like, or do you try to pick something 2 months out that's going to be really bright or something, or how do you go about that process?
I think the best situation would be that you've got something that you've already got. So a lot of the top guys would have reads that are probably 5-6 years old. And I'm not always like that, but hopefully I've got something that's maybe 2 or 3 years old, because you know what's going to happen to it. You know how it works. You know what notes maybe change in it. But if I was to pick a read before Glenfiddich, for example, I probably wouldn't want to leave it much later than about a month out. Because that same thing, you want to know what happens to the reader, you want to know how it handles, how it settles, all that sort of thing, rather than just busking it on the week of or so.
Right, but that's different in bands. well, maybe it is over there. I don't know. It seems to be over here. Like people tend to. I've heard Richard Park say this. Like 6 weeks, maybe 6 to 8 weeks before the first contest, they're putting in new reads basically for everybody. So bands is different. You guys do something similar in Dollar Academy.
I think so. Well, I think with bands are a bit different. Same thing with a band. You're trying to set up a full group, so you've maybe got 20 pipers or 10 pipers, whatever it is in your group. You want to know how everyone's pipes kind of control themselves and improve together. Mm-hmm. So for that, you probably are looking for new reads, so everyone's kind of the same. They're all going to do roughly the same things. And you're hoping that people keep their pipes in the same environment at home and all that sort of thing, so that when you're practicing, everything's in the same conditions. So new reads and all that are going to improve together. Rather than people with older reads, you might have to kind of manage them a little bit more.
Right. Do you have a preferred chanter cap? Do you use any of these fancy fucking tone protector, canard, whatever the fuck they're called, papers, pal?
I've got one of each. I do not notice a difference.
Of those two, you mean?
Yeah. Because I got my band chanter and my solo chanter, and one's in each different thing.
Oh yeah, I don't have a Piper's. No, I have Piper's Pal. I don't have the other one. But do you guys use anything like that, or you guys use dry stocks over there?
I've got about 5 tone protectors. I think they're fantastic.
Oh, okay, cool. And those are the ones that keep them. You try to keep your reed at what, 80% humidity or something like that.
They're absolutely fantastic. Most people over here would have one of those now, I'd say. Game changer, definitely. They're fantastic. They help with breaking in new reeds, saves you a lot of time. It does it for you pretty much. Keeps a constant humidity. I would have thought for you guys it'd be the perfect thing.
A lot of us run like band setup is Piper's Pal. Yeah. But I just got the tone protector with the new pipes, and I do like it. But it's just one of those things where it's another thing to maintain.
Yeah, that's one thing. I mean, Piper's Pal basically does the same thing more or less. It's just a little more analog.
Yeah, it's not quite. It doesn't walk you through it quite as much.
That's the only thing that I dislike about the tone protector is, I got to change the battery. Fuck. I got to deal with that. Yeah. But other than that,
you hardly ever have to do that though. Like you probably change the battery less than you have to change reeds now. Like before, if you had just a normal tone protector, a normal chanter cap, you'd be changing reeds a lot more often, I'd say.
Right. Yeah, that's cool.
I'd say keep the tone protector.
Have to
it's snug as a nun's asshole, let me tell you.
Well, it's certainly improved your piping sound, but that could be those cellulose
that could be
polymer.
The cellular polymer sleeve. Cellulose polymer sleeve.
Speaking of sleeves, wizard sleeves, that is.
All right, I gotta start cooking dinner. Are you coming over? Are you going home and coming back? What's your plan?
I gotta go home and do dojo fucking work.
All right, when dinner's gonna be like 6 or 7.
Oh, perfect. That'll give me plenty of time to get a lot of work done.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna cook some dinner for my friends. Callum, I wish I could feed you as well.
It's just so far away.
I enjoyed the last dinner, Thanksgiving dinner 2 years ago. Right? Crazy.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he came over to my folks.
I forgot all about that shit. That's right.
Came over to my folks for dinner.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. Did I deep fry turkey that year, or did I bake a turkey? I don't remember.
You baked it. But the best thing was the wee sausages with the bacon.
Oh, the human dog treats. Yeah, that's one of my signatures. Yeah. Well, next time you come to see us, we'll go rednecking. We'll break my truck, shoot guns, and I'll feed you more good food. It was a pleasure seeing you as always, bro.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Good seeing you both.
All right.
You too, bro.
Love you, buddy. Have a good night.
Right. Take care.
All right, there we go. Stream done.